Alright, so if anybody want to see what my class setup is, this is the class setup right here. I had just unlocked these attachments for the Kilo. I was basically just using it, you know what I'm saying, seeing how good this gun is. Everybody said that this is the ACR of the game, and if I'm being honest, yes, this is exactly the ACR of this game. It works just as much as that gun will work, and also is a nice, substitution to use other than dick riding the M4A1 nonstop. But let's get into the video. Now that I have everybody's attention, I don't know, man. It's some things I want to say about this game. I want to get off my thoughts and kind of say what I'm thinking, give off my general consensus of the game. If I think this is going to be a good game, if I think this is going to be a good year for COD, or if I even think that this is a bad thing, and if this is going to be a random video, a negative video. I haven't really made any videos on this game just yet. I'm still unlocking weapons and leveling up weapons and shit. I'm not really the highest level. I ain't had the time to sit here and grind like that. But based off my experience for playing this game, do I think that this game will succeed? Correct. I 100% think that this game has the potential to be a successful Call of Duty. And honestly, when compared to what the past Call of Duties that we have, and especially since the last Call of Duty that they made was Infinite Warfare, and it was well hated by the community, this Call of Duty so far has a decent community, driven player base behind it. So yes, this game will be successful. But honestly, I feel like the only thing that's holding this game back, as much as I hate to say it, is the core mechanics and the player base. So first of all, this game thought that it was going to be really innovative to go ahead and add in, a door opening feature. And Claymores, I can't even get mad at that because, of course, that's in every Modern Warfare game. That's in every Call of Duty game damn near. That's not futuristic. There's some form of a Claymore. So that, we're going to save that for another time. Claymores are their own form of irritation in this game, but this is what I want to talk about. What you see Cameron doing right there. That's another thing that made this game a little irritating. It sounded great on paper, but when you really notice it, it's pretty irritating. People leaning around corners. Now, I didn't think it was that big of an idea at first because, you can see somebody's whole body. But in a game where you get melted in like a millisecond, bro, this game has the kill time of Call of Duty Ghost. And as you guys know, I really wasn't a big fan on that. But I like this game. I'm a little disappointed though. You can't run and gun in this game. You can't play the game that you like, the way you like to play it. And that kind of sucks. You see, the way to be successful in this game is to camp with, claymores and kill people at range. And another thing that I kind of dislike, I know that they have attachments in the game that adjust the sprint out speed, the sprint to fire speed and all that other shit. Yeah. But in a game where it's like so slow paced, I really wish that they could have tried to do something, speed it up. So like when you come out of sprint, if you got on, like you immediately aim out, because there's so many times where I die, where I get caught sprinting or I get shot around a corner. It's just, and another thing, man, they're going to have to do something when it comes down to footsteps. Footsteps are extremely loud in this game. If you're not rocking the dead silence field order, I feel like you're pretty much playing the game wrong, because boy, is everybody gonna hear your footsteps. But then again, hey, most of the time the reason why people aren't rocking that, the reason why people aren't even actually caring, is because they're camping, which is another huge pandemic in this game. I'm gonna be dead ass. People is always camping in buildings. There's somebody pre-aiming, crouch walking, all of that bullshit. If you want to be successful in this game, you know what I'm saying, your best bet is to just play passive. And when I mean play passive, I don't mean like, oh yeah, flank behind the enemies, because flanking is dead in this game. It's so many times where I go behind two people, I rush behind two people, and before I can even lift my gun up to shoot, my character screams enemy over there, or my character screams enemies in the open. And I'm looking for a person sometimes, because I don't always see them. Sometimes my character would just make the call out and I'll be nowhere around it, but that's just how it is. I can't really complain. It is what it is. At this point, I've come to realize that you can only do so well. You can only do so much. I will admit though, the way I've been having fun playing this game as of recently, I make group posts on Xbox. I play in 5 minutes 24/7. I never thought that it would get like that, but whenever I play this game solo, or I try to play this game in a 2-man, it is not the most fun of an experience. So I feel like the best way to play this game is in a 5-man 24/7. Another thing that's going to be a huge issue in this game is the perk Ghost. Because as much as I hate to say it, when you don't have to move for Ghost, that makes people camp more. It's funny because in Infinite Warfare, I was like the face of using Ghost. But it's like I still moved around in that game. I wasn't camping in corners and shit. In this game, oh my god. It's just so much stuff that don't make no sense in this game that is just next level. But you know, and as far as getting a tactical nuke goes, I'm definitely gonna get a nuke. But if I'm being dead ass with you, as far as the game plays right now, because you know I am playing early in the game's life cycle, the game hasn't even been out for that long. So for that, I'm gonna be patient. But I'm gonna say this: it's not really gonna help trying to go for a nuke on these maps where you can get flanked from multiple like ways. Like this whole map is like a huge circle, right? And you would think it would play amazing, but the truth is everybody's camping, everybody's sitting in the spot. Like look, another perk that you guys are gonna really notice is like a crutch perk in this game, EOD. EOD is probably your best friend while you playing this game. The amount of you know, claymores you're gonna be able to fight through is just this next level, and you're gonna love it because a lot of times the way that the player base plays in this game, everybody sits claymores down in front of doors, everybody is camping, everybody sound horn. But like I was saying earlier when I was mentioning the dead silence field order, you need that because they actually just buffed that recently and made it so that dead silence completely quiets your character. So that means no more I pop dead silence and I'm still getting pre-aimed. Nah, I catch people off guard a lot more now, and I actually prefer that. The one issue I kind of have with this game though is like I can't be as fast paced as I'd like. Coming from Black Ops 4, hopping on this game, you know, I've played regular Call of Duties that didn't have the pacing that Black Ops 4 had, but having a Black Ops 4 type Call of Duty and immediately swapping to this is pretty hard to, you know, adapt to. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's pretty hard from me going around rushing, shooting people, flanking and all of that, playing my play style, to now, you know what I'm saying, I gotta play, you know, a little bit more whorish. I don't like playing like a hoe, but you know, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to be successful in this game. I'm not sitting in the building constantly putting claymores down. So I mean, you know, you gotta throw me a bone there. But basically, you know, when it comes down to it, this game has the potential to be probably one of the best Call of Duties we've had in a while. All we need is that the developers give us better maps, because being dead ass, in my opinion right now, the best maps in this game were the ones from the beta. I remember when I played the beta and I was like, if these are the best maps this game got to offer, oh my god, this game going to end up being ass. And the maps that's in the game, if I'm being 100%, they all pretty much suck. And they require you to play like this. You see how I'm playing? Now, remember when everybody was complaining about no minimap? Everybody was talking about, yeah, if there's no minimap in the game, it's going to be a lot more slow paced. You're correct. Look, people don't want to move around when there's no minimap because you can't see where somebody's firing. And that makes basically using certain things, you know, useless. Like, if I want to use a suppressor and I want to be a fast Russian player and flank people from behind, what good is it doing? People already can't be seen on the minimap when they shoot their guns regularly. Another thing, this isn't an issue with the game, but I know eventually it's going to get addressed. Weapon balancing. Now, right now, if you play this game, you pretty much would think it's basically IW Year 2. Remember when they called Infinite Warfare, NV Warfare? Literally, this is M4A1 Warfare, because literally everybody's using that damn gun. Don't be afraid to switch up weapons in this game. You're going to level up a lot faster, and I get it. Maybe some of you is trying to go for gold. I respect that. But to the guys who sweat their ass off game after game just using the M4, how about try a different weapon? You'll have a better experience. You know, use the MP5, use the MP7. You know, there's so many good guns in this game that get overlooked because of the way the player base plays. Also, as well, the one thing that could make this game perfect would be if they just did something. I don't know what it is. I can't put my hands like directly on what it is, but it's something with the lighting on these maps. Now, I know that they said they fixed this, and you know, it's a lot lighter from how it was at first, but there's a couple of times where my teammate or my own character will scream out, you know, there's some enemies, but I can't see where the enemy is. So I'm sitting there looking like, what the fuck? Like, where is this person at? And then that leads me to my next issue. Now, this is not a rant video because I really believe this game can succeed, and I believe with a few changes to this game could be amazing. Now, let's talk about spawns, because I want you guys to look at this use I have of this chopper gunner right now, right? Now, you guys can peep that I'm destroying them clean out the spawn. You know, that's great that that's back. You know, not that much spawn protection. But here's the issue. Do you guys notice that they're constantly spawning in this same area over and over again? They're not changing where they spawn in whatsoever. See, here's what the issue is in this game with spawns. Ever since this game has came out, it seems like that you can be deep in somebody's spawns and you just don't flip. it's so many times I play and I spawn right in front of somebody and I'm just thinking to myself, like, why am I spawning in front of this person? It have been times where I done spawned, been hit with a stun as soon as I came out the spawn and got my ass beat. Somebody pre-aiming a spawn and all of that, like, bruh. And I ain't gonna lie, why the game's hit detection is amazing. I don't know why people was complaining about it. I like the fast time to kill because it's literally how every other Call of Duty is. You just got used to 150 health. But here's the issue. There are sometimes inconsistencies with gunfights in this game. You guys are going to see me right now as I'm streaking up, you know, as I'm melting these people, right? Now watch what happens next. You're going to see it's going to be a moment where I shoot at somebody and I see it's two people. I'm going to shoot at one person, I'm going to kill the other person. And as I'm already pre-firing, the other dude still beams me. I don't understand this logic sometimes, and I really feel like, I don't know if it's a netcode issue. Maybe it just might be the fact that I was one shot, you see what I'm saying? But damn, bro, I still shot first. But in this game, if you're one shot, if your screen is any form of white, you're screwed, bro. Your ass is not getting anywhere. And yeah. So basically all I'm going to say, guys, is I believe that Modern Warfare can be a successful Call of Duty. And I feel like that as long as they implement a couple of changes, the correct changes to this game has potential to be a pretty amazing game. As well as, I'm not going to deny, you know, the player base can be cancerous. People camping in corners with ghost and claymores and pre-aiming. They need to work on the footsteps. Maybe work on weapon balancing just a little bit. I think all of this could be changed if the mini-map was normal and you can see where people are shooting from. It'll make people want to run around more. Also, as well, as much as I hate to say this, I think it's time to go ahead and make Ghost work to where it only works when people move around, because too many people sitting in buildings with Ghost. One more thing, and this is just a plus. This ain't an issue, but Ground War. There's a lot of hype behind Ground War, right? Everybody gets their best gameplays in Ground War. You know, tactical nukes, all of that shit. Yeah, that's great. But see, the issue with Ground War is when I play it, it's somebody camping on top of a mountain with a tank spraying the fuck out of me, or somebody sniping from like 3,000 meters away, beaming the shit out of me whenever I go on a 5-kill streak. Yet when I watch anybody's video who's playing Ground War, they're destroying the shit out of kids with nobody acting like they realize they there. I swear to God, I don't know what it is. I just must have bad luck with my games. But regardless of whatever it is, man, my name's Evil Andre. Smacking lives is my hobby. I'm grinding this game surely and slowly in the background. I will have more gameplays for you guys. This is just the only video I wanted to put up for now. And with all that being said, guys, my name's Evil Andre. Smacking lobbies is my hobby, and if you enjoyed the video, please sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications if you're new. Trust me, we're going to be grinding out the videos this year. But I will see all of you guys in the next video. Peace out.